Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going to talk about one of the most important fundamentals of SQL, that is data types. Like if you ever created a table or inserted data, you have already used data types. Like even if you don't realize it, I will let you know about it. By the end of this video, you will clearly understand what SQL data types are, why they matter the most, and also some of the common ones like int, varchar, date. We will do that in a practical as well, along with the insights, the real use of this data types, and also when to use it. So open your SQL editor and let's begin. First thing first, whenever you create a table in SQL, you must tell the database what kind of data each column will store. That's where data types comes into picture. For example, storing someone's age like number type, storing the name, text type, storing the joining date, date type. Data types decide the kind of data you can store, how much space it uses, and what operations you can perform on it. Choosing the right data type makes your database more efficient, accurate, and fast. Now let's create a table. So we will create by using a simple table name like employee YT like that. And we will use ID, name, salary and hire date. And I will show you how things are done. Let's jump into that. Create table employee YT. You can write any table name you wish. Open and close parenthesis for writing the column name with the data types like ID. It will be in numbers, so integers. Then I told name, so variable character, and we will give 10 just for an experiment point of view. I'm saying we will give 10. Why 10? I will show you why. Then we can say salary, and in salary it is an integer, but we will keep it in decimal because we will use point double zero and all. So decimal. If you write decimal, you have to write like after point and before point how much number should be there. So I am giving like up to 10, and then after point there should be only two digits. Then we have date, so join date as date. That's it, nothing else. And this is the way we can create a table. If I do this, we can create a table very easily, but I am just showing it. We will go step by step about integers, about varchar, about decimals, about date, each and everything. So this is the way we create a table. First thing first, we will check about the numerical data types. The first category is numeric data types or numerical data types that we will learn today. We will use this for storing numbers like INT for integers. It will store whole numbers like 10, I mean positive and negative, like 10, minus 10, 25, minus 25, 1000, 3000, 10,000, anything, any numbers, it can keep it and it can be a whole number, right? So let's jump into that because this is the practical thing. So we will create one more table, create suppose temporary int, and we will keep int, we will keep id, suppose id as int. Okay, that's we will be using it, and in that we will be doing insert as well. Like I will show you the full practical from A to Z. We will create this thing, create this, oh sorry, create table. I'm very sorry, I've just forgot to do it. Create table, and when you execute it, table is created. Right now we will do some insert thing, insert into temp int, the table name, then values, and in values we will write 1 as the data that is integer. Simple as that. We won't be using anything else, we will be just writing the value. That's it. So when we execute it, done. And when you write this, select everything from temp int and you execute it, you will see ID equal to 1. This is just for practical point of view, just for practical point of view. And in this way, you can see how data like integer data are kept, and you can use this where age, IDs, or any quantities like quantities related columns. Second comes the decimal, or you can say the numeric part of the decimal. Like it also comes in integer also, but the thing is, as I have told, integer is all about whole number. So there won't be any float kind of numbers given or inserted in that. Whole number is like full number without decimal point, without like 10.02, not like that. 10, 20, full number, that's it. If it is positive, negative, doesn't matter. We have decimal for that, for float kind of number, like precise number, I would say. How to do it? Let's see that. We will create like this, create table, temporary, I mean to say, decimal, and we will write the column name like ID decimal. And as I have told you, you have to give two things here. First thing, total number of digits. Second thing is before decimal, like that. Okay, simple as that. We will create it. Okay, table created. Right now we will insert something into it. Insert into temp decimal, then values, simple as that. In values we will keep suppose 234.56. That's it, nothing else. We will select, execute it, insert successful, select everything from temp decimal, and when you execute it, see, it is like 234.56. Just remember one thing, I will show you one thing. If I select this, select everything from temp int, it will show integer. See, ID integer. If you do the same thing here, it will show ID numeric. That's what I told you. For decimal, it will show numeric. And this is the reason why I'm telling this. Using this kind of data type, especially for salary and financial data, will be more useful and it will look more professional. So this is all about integer part. Second thing, we will go for string or character data types like varchar with a number inside it, means variable character length, the number we will put. I am telling about that. It can store any text up to the specified number of character. How? Let me show you. I will give you an example as well. We will write, suppose, let's take this. Just I will copy it. I won't be using the same. Temporary string. We will write here name, and we will write here varchar. I will give 10. Like in 10, space is also included. That's what I'm trying to say. When we execute it, created, insert into this temp string. Inside this, I will write, oh, sorry. I will write, suppose, A, B, C, D. It is 4, space is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. ठीक है? It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Suppose I give 11 and I execute it. See what it will tell. Value too long for type character varying 10. That's what I'm trying to say. Just to show this message, I have done 10 here. Like I have given the number for 10 here and then given you the output. I will do like this. It is like 5 spaces 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and execute it. Done. Same. It's no issue for that. Select everything from temp string and let's execute it. We receive the data. That's it. Nothing else. And let me tell you one pro tip from my own experience. Like if you are unsure about the size, make sure you use 100 to 255 characters. It's usually the safe limit in corporate point of view and also in freelance point of view. Now let's move to the third part, that is date. So date and time date type, both we will learn, which are vital for tracking events and timelines. So date, what it does, it stores year, month and day. How to do it? Let's see. Create table, this, we'll do temporary date, date, ठीक है, or we will write join date so that it is easy for you to understand, because we will use the date thing here as well. Like this, we will use the date thing here as well, that's why. And we will execute it. Create table, done and dusted. We will do some insert kind of thing here. Let's remove this, copy, paste, values, and you know what, we cannot write any of the format, we have to write in the format of year, month and day, like I've told you. And it should be in string, like string comma should be there. So 2025, today's date is 28 October 2025. And let me tell you one thing, you have to use dash, that's why 28, let's give 12, 3, that's it, nothing else. And we will execute it, and yeah, that's it. Once we execute it, it's done and dusted. If I use something in different format, let's see, suppose I write this 024 and execute it, it will also insert. But let me tell you one thing, as per professional point of view, always use year, month and date, because at the end you should not keep different type of format or date format in your table. Each and every date should be in proper format so that it is easy for SQL to run the query and it is easy for you to find out the output. Let's write select everything from temp date, and when I execute it, see what we have got. You can put anything, but what we have got, see, year, month and date, year, month and date. Okay. Here, what you can see, what we have done, like 12th of December 2025, random date, and 12th of March 2024. As I have told you, you write in any format. Okay. It will take it. It will take it. But see, what's the error here? That's what I'm trying to say. I have written 3 of December 2024, and what SQL have took 12th of March 2024. That's the error. That's what I'm trying to say. Although you can write it, but it will give you in an unexpected error from the SQL point of view. So my recommendation, and also each and everyone data analyst recommendation, I would give, always insert the data using year, month and day. That's it. So it can also store time, timestamp, your wish. You can store it. We will learn all those things in the future video, so no worries for that. This is just the starting video. So till date, I mean till now, integer, variable character and date has been taught to you. So if I look at the summary part, I would say integer for whole number, decimal or numeric, like you have seen in the column, it is written numeric. Numeric for exact decimal values, variable character for text string data, simple, date or timestamp for date and time values. So these are the core SQL data types you will use in almost every database. Like choosing the right one, I would say, make your design cleaner, faster and more reliable. Also, this is the last thing, and that's it for today's video on SQL data type. And if this video helped you understand the topic, make sure to like, subscribe and comment below which SQL topic you would like next. So thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one. Till then, bye bye, take care, happy coding and happy learning.